We're gonna start in a plank pose. Again, if you need to modify, you're just gonna drop the knees down towards the ground. I want your hands right underneath your shoulders and literally just take a moment to check that out. Check your alignment, it's totally important. And then if you're taking full plank, we're only here for 30 seconds. The time already started. Go ahead and extend the legs out. And if you have to open into the wrist, if this is the first time you're moving this morning, just shift the weight forward and back. So into your tippy toes and then back into the balls of your heels, or excuse me, back into the balls of your feet. You have 10 more seconds here. Stay with it. Your breath is alive. You're pressing into these hands, protracting the scapulas. Modify if you have to. Drop the knees down. We're all going to lower onto our forearms, nice and slow. Elbows right underneath those shoulders. Hips in line with the spine. You can bring your gaze, instead of looking at the screen or looking at me, try to look at the top of your mat. Neck in line with the spine. You can even keep shifting forward and back. Give me 10. How's your breath? 9, 8, 7, 6. Press into those hands, press into your forearms. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice and slow. Drop your knees first if they're not already down yet. Then your thighs, your hip bones. You're gonna guide your chest through your hands, or through your shoulders, pardon, and you're immediately into Sphinx pose. That's it. And just keep pressing into those forearms, into your hands. And I heard a beautiful cue yesterday. And instead of trying to look up towards the ceiling, notice what that does to your neck. See if you can press the chin back. So level the chin. Good. Stay here for 3 more breaths. Press into the tops of your feet. Lots of energy out through the crown of your head, up towards the heavens. And then this last progression here will be to press into your hands if you have a healthy back. This is seal pose. I love this one. It feels so free. Keep pressing. You can even walk the hands a little bit closer in. Once again, listen to your body. This is not for everyone, and that's okay. Keep pressing, keep lengthening, and then softly bend your elbows nice and wide. You're gonna lower into a reverse savasana. Good. And then you're just gonna you're gonna goalpost your arms. So you're gonna bend the elbows and then drop the hands down towards the ground. Let's start with the right side. So you're gonna gaze towards the left. You're gonna ground your right leg down and you're gonna lift your left. You're gonna bring the left leg up and over towards the right side. And you have a bent upper body, so you're really gonna stretch into your chest, into your pectoral. And I don't have as much space as I would like, so I would really be reaching this left leg all the way over towards the right side. So if you have more room, keep reaching that leg over there. Keep breathing into your chest, into your shoulder. I have a pretty tight front part of my body, and I know this because this is pretty intense for me. So let's just take 2 more breaths here, and then we'll switch sides. In through the nose, and out through the nose. You can even start to engage into Ujjayi Pranayama. That's just the victorious breath of yoga. 1 more inhale, 1 more exhale. Let's slowly unthread the legs, bring it back to neutral. You're gonna plant that left forearm down, or excuse me, plant the left side of your goalpost down. Gaze towards the right. Root the left leg down onto the ground, lift the right, and then pull up and over. Again, it's the same stretch we just did, but on the left side. The right leg is crossing over to the left. And if this isn't intense enough for you, press into this right hand and keep opening into the shoulder. Like I said, for me, this is really intense. So just breathe through it. Now, if you're not familiar with Ujjayi, just a natural inhalation is more than enough. Take 2 more here, in through the nose, out through the nose. One more big breath in. One more big breath out. Very slowly, take your time, there's no rush. Start to extend or meet, the right leg meets the left. Good. And then you're gonna bring the hands, we're gonna think of this sort of like as if you were flying back in an airplane. You're like an airplane. You're gonna take just one breath in here and one breath out. We're gonna pull everything up. The forehead peels off the ground, your legs peel off the ground, your hands peel off the ground. We're immediately in locust pose. Try to gaze instead towards the screen, towards the top of your space. Keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2. Tap the forehead back down and take one cleansing breath. In through the nose and out. On the next inhalation, everything peels up. Forehead off the ground, shoulders off the ground, hands off the ground, legs off the ground. Keep squeezing. This time we go for double the time. 10, 9, squeeze the scapulas behind your back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. See if you can come up a little bit higher and then slowly tap your forehead right back down. You're gonna bend into your knees and just reverse windshield wiper, just side to side. Opening into the hips nice and slow. Your knees are already bent. Bring your forehead to neutral and then reach back with both hands. See if you can catch the tops of your feet. Take your time. Once again, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to reach back for those feet. We haven't opened too much into the front side of the body. Drop the forehead back down. One cleansing breath through the nose. And one exhale out. When you're ready, press into the tops of the feet. Naturally, your shoulders will peel off the ground and so will your forehead. You're only here for 5. Bow pose. 4, 3, 2. Slowly tap the forehead back down. Keep holding onto your feet. Take one breath in. One breath out. Once again, press into the tops of the feet. Lift the forehead, lift the shoulders, lift your knees. This time 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Halfway there. Come up a little bit higher. 4, 3, 2. Slowly take your time. Release the forehead back down. Release your feet. Second round, windshield wipers, side to side. Let it feel good. Let it feel empowering. And then gently, softly, you're going to extend your legs back, forehead to neutral, hands underneath your shoulders, elbows point up. Take one cleansing breath in through the nose. Exhale out. The next inhalation presses you out into reverse push-up. And then downward facing dog. Sweet release. First dog of the day. Sway it out, walk it out, whatever works. Let this feel good to you, to your own anatomy, to how you feel today. Start to think about the intention that you're going to set for your practice. How do you want to feel at the end of these 40 minutes together? Take 2 more breaths. Keep exploring your dog. Keep spreading the fingers nice and wide. Set those scapulas in place. And when you've had enough, bend into your knees and settle into your downward facing dog. Take one breath in and one breath out. Every time you exhale, you press your belly towards your thighs and your sit bones higher up towards the ceiling. One more breath here, all together. Exhale all the way out. The hands are gonna walk towards your feet. Back of the mat, ragdoll pose. Place the belly on top of the thighs and allow the crown of the head to hang nice and heavy. You can interlace opposite grip to opposite elbow creases. You can interlace the hands behind your head, elbows come together. I'm giving you 3 options here. Or heart expansion, hands behind the low back, open the chest, let that bind feel nice and heavy. Pick your variation and then take 5 breaths. I like to shift my weight into the toes so it opens into my hamstrings and then back in towards the heels. Repeat that a few times. You might even sway side to side into the knife edges of your feet. And take your time to relax the neck, relax the head. Keep gazing towards the back of your space. 2 more breaths here all together. 1 big breath in. 1 big breath out. Slowly release the hands down towards the ground. Left hand plants underneath the left shoulder. Bend into your left knee. Right arm towards the sky. Right leg is straight. Keep pressing into that left hand. Find length. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to try to bend your elbow. Your right hand is going to reach for the outside of the left hip. Keep pulling the right shoulder open. Look up towards the ceiling. Big breath in. Soft breath out. Slowly release. Right hand down towards the ground. Just switch sides. Right hand plants. Right knee bends. Left leg straightens. Left arm towards the sky. Take 1 breath in to lengthen. 1 breath in to deepen. 1 more inhale. Bend into the left elbow. Left hand outside of the right hip. Pull. Left shoulder open. Take 1 breath in. Peel that shoulder open. Exhale. Good. Let's repeat. Same thing. 1 more time each side. Forward fold. Left hand plants underneath the left shoulder. Left knee bends. Right leg straightens. Right arm towards the sky. Bend into your right elbow. Take a bind. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Release the right hand. Switch sides. Right hand plants. Right knee bends. Left leg straightens. Left arm towards the sky. Take 1 breath in. Bend into the elbow as you exhale. 1 inhale. 1 exhale. Sweet release. Forward fold. Play your hands onto the ground. Walk it forward. Take your time. High plank. 1 breath in through the nose. Stay right there for the exhale. Good. 2 more here. Stay with me. Inhale. Press into the hands as you exhale. 1 more big breath. As you exhale, send those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Try to not move your hands. Don't move your feet. We're going to spine undulate. I'm going to go really slow. Lift your heels. Take a breath in. As you exhale, shift forward, high plank. Take 1 breath in high plank. Exhale, bend the knees, send the hips back. Let's just do that 1 more time. Inhale, lift your heels, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, bend your knees, downward facing dog. Good. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, gaze forward. Bottom of the exhale, step into the center of the space. Half lift, flat back, gaze forward. Palms onto your shin bones. Make space between your collarbones and your earlobes. Crown of the head pulls forward. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Deep forward fold. Grab the back of the legs, forehead to shin bones. Hold here. 5, 4, 3. Pull with your biceps. 2. Last opportunity to completely exhale out. Good. Release the back of the legs. Bend into your knees and take your time to roll up. No rush. When you make it there, adjust if you have to. Arms up towards the sky. Extended mountains pose. Hands in through heart center. Samastitihi. Good. Let's keep going. Arms overhead. Take a big breath in. With your right hand, you're going to grab the left wrist. Left hand over to the right side of the space. Half moon variation. Big breath in. Root into your feet. Exhale. Open into that chest. 1 more like that. Big breath in. Deepen as you exhale. Come back into center. Slow and steady. Grab onto your right wrist with the left hand. Pull right arm towards the left side. Feel that stretch on the right side of the body. Take an inhale. Open your heart. Deepen the exhale. 1 more. Stay with me. Inhale in. Exhale deepens. Come back into center. Both arms overhead. As you exhale, bend your knees and swan dive. Take your time. Slow forward fold. Half lift, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, breath, plant the palms, step back. Move through your own vinyasa. Tricep push-up on the exhale. Inhale, up dog. You can modify with knees down and cobra pose, or tuck your toes, send the hips back. Downward facing dog. Just one more like that. Big breath in, gaze forward. Slow exhale or fly to the top of your space. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, breath, deep forward bend, forehead to shin bone. Root and rise, arms overhead, extended mountain. Hands into heart center, Samasthita. Good, nice and slow. Arms overhead, extended mountain. Right hand grabs the left wrist, pulls it up and over towards the right. Take a breath. Exhale, deepen. Come back into center, arms overhead. Grab the right wrist, pull left. Stay here for one breath in. Deepen as you exhale. Come back into center, nice and slow. Exhale, bend the knees, swan dive, take your time. Half lift when you get to the bottom. Exhale, plant the palms, move through your own vinyasa. Step back, high plank, drop the knees if you have to. Exhale, tricep push-up. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Tuck your toes. Press back. Downward facing dog. Take one breath in with me when you get there. And one breath out. Let's drop the knees down towards the ground. Knees together, feet together. It's been a while since we've done toe stretch together. Include your pinky toes in there. Good. 4 modifications. You can lower the hands onto the ground, but keep pressing your sit bones towards your heels. That's going to intensify that toe stretch. If not, second variation, forearms down towards the ground. Once again, keep pressing those sit bones back towards your feet, or feeling strong, feeling sturdy, feeling like you're ready for that challenge. Shoulders on top of your hips and just close off your eyes. Keep lengthening the crown of the head. Keep rooting the tailbone right on top of your heels. Keep pulling that navel in towards the spine. Keep spreading, keep broadening across your collarbones. Relax your face, your eyebrows, your cheeks. Unclench your jaw. Good, stay steady. Keep the breath alive. I'll let you know when we're out. About 25 seconds. Stay with it. Mind over matter. Breathe through the resistance. Breathe through that sensation. I know it's strong. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2. Big smile to yourself. Drop the hands down towards the ground. Untuck your toes. Tap the tops of the feet. Bring circulation back. You can circle the ankles one direction and then reverse. Curl your toes. Send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Let's flow it out. Right leg towards the sky. Take one big breath in. Lift that leg up. As you exhale, you're going to stack your hips. You're going to open the right side of the hips, and then you're going to bend into your right knee. Let that right heel drop down towards your left glute. And instead of peeking through your right shoulder, see if you can keep those shoulders nice and squared. It takes a lot of work. I know it. Stay with it. One breath in. One breath out. Good. Bring a little bit of motion into that right knee. Just some circles. You can circle the ankle, circle the knee. Let's just open into that right hip. Reverse this motion. Other way. Kick your right leg high. Square your hips. I'm going to need you to know the difference between opening the hips and closing the hips. And I just showed you it. So open the hips. That's stacked. Closing off the hips. Good. Take one breath in. We're going to go reverse around the world taps. Right knee, left tricep. Switch. Twist. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Right leg high. Knee to nose. Tiger's pose. Nice and slow. 3, 2, 1. Send it back. Right knee, right tricep, tap, hold. 3, 2, listen close. You're going to step the right foot on the outside of your right palm. Good. Wide, low lunge. Drop the back knee. You can keep the toes tucked or untuck them. And then let's just play. Send the hips back, flex the right foot, sink the torso down. Inhale, pulls you forward. Once again, explore. Have about 5 breaths here. Open into that right hamstring. Open into your left quadricep muscle, into your left hip flexor. Go as slow as you can, or if you need a little bit more movement, go ahead, build up that fire. Give me 1 more. Exhale. Finish out that breath cycle. Swoop back into a low lunge on that right knee. Tuck your back toes and lift the back knee. Left hand plants underneath the left shoulder. Right arm reaches towards the sky. Big, wide, low lunge twist. Look up towards your right hand. Big breath in. Lean back. Exhale. Big arm circles. 2 one direction. 2 the other way. When you finish out that last rotation, send the right arm towards the sky. Bend into your elbow and then reach. Right hand towards the outside of that left hip. For some of you, you might feel a little bit more bindy. You might even be able to grab all the way to the front of your left hip flexor. Keep opening into that right shoulder. Look up. 1 breath in. 1 breath out. Just 1 more. Stay with it. Lean back as you exhale. Right arm releases down towards the ground. Shimmy your foot on the inside or towards the middle of your mat. You're going to shorten your stance. Left foot comes in and straighten both legs. Pyramid pose. If you can't have both knees straight, that's fine. Bend into the knees, no problem. Just try to have a flat spine. Bring that torso over the front leg. Try to reach your heart towards your front toes. Keep squaring those hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. Surrender your heart for 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. Good. Lift the torso off the front leg. Almost think of it like a halfway lift. Left hand, and I'm going to use my fist. I'm going to place it right underneath my left shoulder. Right arm reaches towards the sky. You're immediately in a pyramid twist. Do you see a theme here? We're getting a little bindy today. Good. Keep pressing into that left hand. Keep lifting through the right arm. Bend into the right elbow. Reach around. See if you can catch the outside of that left hip once again. I really want you to focus on opening the shoulders. Open the chest. If your neck feels healthy, look up towards the ceiling. Stay and breathe. Keep lengthening. Last opportunity to deepen. 1 breath in. 1 breath out. Right arm towards the sky first, and then slowly forward fold. You're going to keep walking forward, so if you need to take just a quick jump back like me, jump back. Half lift, walk the hands forward, lift the left leg towards the sky. Now, this is where the stacking of the hips comes in. Stack the hips. The right leg is rooted down and the left leg is extended. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Flex the left foot. Right hand underneath the right shoulder. You might even send the left arm towards the sky. Keeping your gaze towards the bottom of your mat will be the easiest variation. See if you can switch your drishti gaze towards the middle of your space. Lots of core engagement. Stay with it. Mind over matter. Commitment. Focus. Come back if you fall. Take 1 breath in. Last breath out. Good. If you extend the left arm towards the sky, release it towards the ground and square your hips again. And actually check in with your hips. You remember the analogy I gave you about the flashlights? If you had 2 flashlights, you would see 2 points of contact right here onto your mat. Good. From here, plant the left hand, flex your left foot. See if you can take Ardha Chandrasana, half moon twist. right arm towards the sky. This one's a little bit tougher. Once again, mind over matter. Open that chest, fly it out. 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Right hand onto the ground. Bend into your right knee and lift up. Single leg Tadasana. Woo! Standing on that right leg, flex into your left foot. Big breath in. Big breath out. I know that right outer hip is totally burning. Stay with me for one more pose. Cross. Left over right. Standing figure 4 stretch. Hands can come into your heart center. Or second variation, keep dropping your chest down towards the ground, the hands down towards the ground. See if you can catch onto the outsides of your ankle or your calf. Just for balance, it's just a little bit of playtime. Give me 5, 4. Surrender yourself to the moment. Surrender yourself to exploring and playing. 3, 2. No expectations. Last one. Slowly keep bending into that standing leg. Come back up. Single leg Tadasana. We're about to pull it up. You're going to move everything through Bakasana, airplane. The left leg presses back. Both arms fly back. See if you can hit a standing letter T for 3, 2. High crescent warrior. Adjust your feet as you have to. All 10 toes facing the front of your space. You have a bend into your right knee. Shoulders right on top of those hips. Pulling the belly in. Lengthen your tailbone. Take a breath. Not here long as you exhale. One more breath in. One more breath out. When you're ready, open up into your warrior 2. The back knife edge of your foot is rooting parallel to the back of your space. Your right toes are facing the front of your space. Bend into your right knee. Arms forward and back. Take a breath. Take an exhale. One more here. Inhale. Exhale. High warrior. Straighten the front leg. Allow both palms to connect above your head. As you exhale, warrior 2. We repeat that one more time through. Inhale, high warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. We'll take a full version of extended side angle, reaching front arm towards the front of your space, dropping either your finger pads or your fist right on the inside of your right foot. So right arm towards 6, left arm towards 12. Take a breath. Take an exhale. If you have a block or a water bottle that would be more accessible to you, great. You're going to bend into your left elbow. Take a bind. Big breath in. Open the chest. Lean back. Exhale out. One more here. Exhale out. The challenge will be to keep the bend into the front knee and the bind. If you can, that's okay. Don't stress. Reverse the warrior. Dance the right arm back. Keep reaching towards that back wall. Keep bending into your right knee. Last breath in. Big breath out. Keep reaching back. Straighten into your front leg. Reverse the triangle. Keep leaning back. One breath in. Soften the shoulders as you exhale. Good. Release the bind. Slow and steady. Star pose. Heels in, toes out. Reach high. Feel the expansion as you exhale. Stay right there. One more breath in. One big breath out. Hands onto your hips. Pigeon toe your feet as if you were about to come into Prasarita, but we're going to do wide-legged good mornings, just 5. Take a breath in, pull the elbows back, open the chest. Exhale, lower halfway down with a flat back. Come back up. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Come back up. This makes 3. Exhale. Pull that belly in. Come back up. This makes 4. Last one. Inhale. Squeeze your glutes at the top. As you exhale, come with me. Lower in 5. Flat back in 4. All the way down in 3. Nice and slow, 2. Releasing hands down towards the ground. Prasarita. Wide-legged forward fold. Do anything that feels good to you. I'll give you some examples and variations. You can walk the hands like a wide-legged downward facing dog. Feels amazing. You can reach the hands through the legs and try to bring your forehead down towards the mat. The closer your feet are, the harder it'll be. The more apart they are, the easier it'll be. You can just sway side to side, get a little primal if you will. Maybe you grab onto the outsides of your ankles, pull the elbows wide. Once again, forehead all the way down. You have 5 breaths, wherever you're at, whatever your body needs. Halfway there. Last breath in. Big breath out. Wherever you're at, release your variation. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. You're gonna bend into your left knee. Should be the knee that's on the back side of your mat. Good. Start to drop the heels, your sit bones down towards the mat. This is a full skandasana. If this is too much, stay lifted. This is more than enough. You're doing it. If it's accessible, drop the hips down towards the ground, flex into your right foot, hands into heart center. Crown of the head pulling up towards the heavens, shoulders away from the ears. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Take 1 more breath. I'm just going to go to the other variation so people can see. Right here. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. If your hips are all the way down towards the ground, press up. If you're in this modified, straighten the back leg. Walk the hands towards the front of your mat, low lunge. Plant the palms, 3-legged downward facing dog, right leg high. As you exhale, pigeon pose on the right side. Ooh, take your time to align yourself. Some alignment cues, front shin bone parallel to the top of your space. Hips are squared. The left knee should be facing down towards the mat as much as you can. See if you can give me 2 breaths in proud pigeon first. Breaking habits, breaking habits. And then if you feel ready, surrender the heart all the way forward. We're not here long. 5 whole breaths. Let the earth, let the space beneath you take your full weight. Trust that it is there for you. Trust that it will catch you. Don't forget to breathe. Most important part of this time together. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Start to work your hands back up. We're gonna swivel the left leg forward. So your right leg's already bent. Your left leg is gonna straight. Sole of the right foot to the left inner thigh, or lower if you have to do that. Underneath your knee is fine. You're gonna rotate your shoulders to face the left leg. Reach the arms up towards the sky, lengthen. Exhale, flat back as much as you can. See if you can reach for your foot or your toes. Bend the elbows, forehead, sitting, forehead to knee. The breath is still alive. Your core is still engaged. Remember, we have 1 more side to go. Try to stay with it. Stay with that resistance. 1 more big breath in. The exhale taps knee to the nose. Empty all the way out. Lift the torso back up. We're gonna retrograde, slow. Left leg sends back. Coming back into that pigeon if you will. Plant your hands. Tuck your left toes. And then send the right leg into a downward facing dog. We take 1 breath in through the nose and 1 exhale out. Left side, let's get it. Inhale, lift that left leg towards the sky. As you exhale, stack those hips, bend into your left knee, left heel towards the right glute. Instead of peeking through your left armpit, try to keep those shoulders squared. Add some motion into the top leg, big knee circles, maybe even getting into your ankle if that's what you need today. Reverse. Good. Square those hips. Think about those flashlights, creating the space just beneath you. Take one breath to lengthen. As you exhale, left knee, right tricep, twist first. 3, 2, 1. Send it back, slow and steady. Knee to nose, tiger, hold, hover. 3, 2, 1. Three-legged, left leg high. Exhale, tap, left to left, hold it. 3, 2, listen close, left foot on the outside of that left hand. Wide-legged, low lunge. Good. Drop that back knee if you're ready. Untuck the toes, and then shift the hips back, flex into the left leg. Inhale pulls you forward. Exhale presses back. Keep going, 2 more times. Opening into that right hip flexor, the right thigh. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Bend back into that front knee. Tuck the toes, lift the back knee. The right hand plants underneath that right shoulder, left arm towards the sky. Take one big breath in, one exhale to lengthen. Big arm circles, 2, one direction. Reverse, other way. Left arm towards the sky, big breath in. As you exhale, bend into your left elbow. Go ahead and take that bind. Bring the left hand to the outside of that right hip. Lean back into your right hand. One breath in, one breath out. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Slowly release. Left arm towards the ceiling first, and then back into a forward fold. We're going to shimmy left foot to the center of your space. You're going to take a small step in, shorten your stance. All 10 toes trying to face the front of the space, pyramid pose. Both legs are straight or as much as you can. Try to guide your heart towards your toes. Melt the torso over the front leg. One breath in, one breath out. Square those hips, right hip forward, left leg back, or right hip back. One more breath in. Last exhale. Good. Come into sort of like this half lift. You can bend into your left knee if you have to. Right hand underneath the right shoulder. Left arm towards the sky. Pyramid twist. Stay here or bend at the elbow. Left hand towards that right outer hip. Keep pulling left hip back, right hip forward. Keep pulling the left shoulder open. One breath. One exhale. Last one, stay with me. Exhale. Release the bind, left arm towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Single leg halfway lift, walk your hands forward. Lift the right leg towards the sky. Take one breath in, one breath out. Stack your hips. Flex your right foot. Left hand plants underneath that left shoulder. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, right arm towards the sky. Stay lifted, stay with it for 3. Woo! If you fall, you come right back for 2. Slowly, last one. Release the right hand down towards the ground. Square your hips once again. Flex that right foot. Right hand plants underneath the right shoulder. Left arm towards the sky. Ardha Chandrasana twist. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1. Release the left hand. Bend into your standing leg. Single leg Tadasana, coming back up, take your time. Flex your right foot, adjust if you have to. Big breath in, soft breath out. Cross right over the left, hands into your heart. Prayer position. This is your first option if you want to stay here, or if you want to drive the hands down towards the ankles, maybe your calves. Balance challenge. Keep bending into that left knee though. Keep sinking your hips back. 5, 4, 3, bend a little bit more. 2, 1, slowly coming up, take your time, single leg Tadasana. Good, everything's gonna move in one piece. From single leg Tadasana through airplane, standing, letter T, 3, 2, 1, adjust your feet, high crescent, arms up towards the sky, take a big breath in. Settle into the front knee as you exhale. One more big breath. Settle as you exhale. Good, slowly open into your warrior 2, front heel, back arch, knife edge of the right foot, rooting down, left knee stacks right on top of that ankle, arms forward and back. Big breath in. Soft exhale. One more. Soft exhale. High warrior. Excuse me, straighten the front leg, lift arms up towards the sky. Exhale, warrior 2. One more like that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior 2. Good. Reach the left arm towards the front of your space. Drop the left hand, fist, or finger pads on the inside of the left foot. So left arm towards 6, right arm towards 12. Take a breath. And an exhale. One more, look up. Exhale. Bend into that right elbow, reach for that left outer hip. Pull the right shoulder open. One big breath. Exhale opens you. One more. Exhale. Challenge, keep the bend into the front knee, reverse up, warrior, lift up, reach the left arm back, slowly straighten into your front leg, reverse your triangle, keep lengthening, inhale, keep lengthening, exhale. Last one, inhale, reach, exhale. Release the bind slowly, heels in, toes out, reach high, star pose. Exhale, settle in expansion. One more like that, reach high. Keep expanding as you exhale. Hands onto your hips. Parallel the feet. We take 3 good mornings on this side. Pull the elbows back, look up. Exhale, halfway down, flat back. Come back up, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, lower halfway. Come back up, inhale. This time we lower all the way down. Come on down. 5. Flat back in. 4. Pull the belly in. 3. Hands drop down towards the ground. 2. 1. Take whatever variation you want. Prasarita Padottanasana. You can start to bend laterally if that feels good. Reach the hands through the legs. Reach them forward like downward facing dog. Reaching for your ankles. You can even take a forearm stand, tripod headstand. Again, make this practice your own. Come back to your intention. Exhale all the way out. One more big breath in. One big breath out. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. You're going to bend into your right knee. That should be the knee that's on the back side of the space. You stay there if that's enough, or if you have the openness, dropping the sit bones towards the ground, flexing onto that left foot, hands in towards heart center. 2 breaths. Keep igniting. One more big breath in. One big breath out. If you came into full skandasana, straighten both legs. If you were in a modified, just straighten your back leg. Walk the hands towards the front of the space. You're in a low lunge on the left side. Plant both hands. Three-legged downward facing dog, left leg high. Pigeon pose, second side. Adjust those hips, keep opening. You can even sway side to side here. Try to stay in a proud pigeon for 2 breaths. Break the habit of feeling like you have to come down onto your forearms for sleeping pigeon immediately. When you've had enough, lower the forearms down. One more breath cycle, in through the nose, out through the nose. When you've had enough, you're gonna press into your hands. You're gonna swivel this right leg forward. Left leg is bent, right leg is straight. Sole of the left foot into that right inner thigh. Shoulders square to the right leg. Lift the arms up towards the sky. Seated forehead to knee, reach with a flat back, reach beyond your foot, beyond your toes. Grab onto your foot, bend the elbows, surrender the torso, the heart over the front leg. Last breath in. See if your heart can reach for your toes for one last exhale, and then tuck the chin in towards the chest. Slowly start to roll up. Scoot your seat towards the front of your space. Rock off onto your sit bones. Reverse tabletop position with your legs. Flex your feet. You can grab onto your hamstrings, or if you're ready, you're warm, ready to end on a high note. Take one big breath in. Exhale, lean back, stretch your legs. Come back, inhale. Exhale, lean back, stretch the legs. Come back. Exhale. Give me 3 more, just for fun. Inhale. Exhale. 2 to go. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, hold. 10, 9, 8, yogi toes. 7, 6, 5, 4, soften the face, soften the shoulders. 3, 2, relax down. Ooh-wee. Yeah. Take whatever you need here. I'm just rocking my spine side to side, giving the low back an extra loving massage. I'm just gonna reverse myself. You don't have to do anything. It's coming into a happy baby pose, upside down squat. Bend into your knees. Once again, invite anything you need. Do you need to straighten the legs here? Do you need to open them to the side? I don't know what your body needs, but you do. Ask yourself. Good. Bring the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a loving squeeze. Lift your shoulder blades off of the ground. Wrap both forearms around your shin bones. Catching opposite elbows, tucking the chin in towards the chest. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, Savasana. Dead corpse pose. Take as much room as you'd like. Fidget as much as you have to so that you can really truly take 1 whole minute for yourself, for your body, for your mind, for your soul. My eyes are on the clock. You're doing amazing. Close off your eyes. maybe just start to notice how your body feels after 15 minutes of mindful movement and breath. I love that feeling after yoga that you get when you're like, I didn't even know I needed that. And that's sort of how I left my practice yesterday, and I hope that I was able to create even just a smidge of that today. We're gonna end our class in a lying down position, so in Savasana. So let yourself be taken away. If you need to take a little 5-minute power nap, great. I invite you to do so. I appreciate your commitment. I appreciate you showing up. I appreciate your focus. Thank you so much for being here. It truly, truly means the world. Just a little announcement. We have yoga on Thursday has been moved to 6 o'clock. So it's a Yin-Ki class, Yin and Reiki, energy healing. If you'd like to participate, just send me a private message or whatever, and we can chat a little bit more about details. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. Thank you for being here. I love you. Namaste. Thank you, Zoomies. Thank you, Facebook.